Hey there, passionate Spurs fan. This is your Tottenham news channel, always bringing you the hottest behind-the-scenes news straight from London to Brazil and the world. And today, the bombshell involves none other than Richarlison, the Brazilian striker, who has had his ups and downs at the club, may have his days numbered at White Hart Lane. According to the press, a South American giant is open negotiations to repatriate him. But will Tottenham let him go? And why now? Stay with me until the end because there's much more to this story than meets the eye. Richarlison, 28, is in the midst of negotiations that could see him return to Brazilian football, according to information from the newspaper Terra. Palmeiras has begun talks with Tottenham to try to sign the striker during this transfer window. The president of Verdão, Lila Pereira, is said to have personally entered into negotiations with the aim of bringing Richarlison in as a major reinforcement for the rest of the season. The Spurs are asking for around £55 million, a figure considered negotiable by the Sao Paulo club, which pocketed around £29 million from its recent participation in the Club World Cup. Richarlison arrived at Tottenham in 2022 from Everton for £50 million, but never managed to take off. Constant injuries limited his performances, and in the last Premier League season he played only for matches. Now, with reinforcements such as Cuttis and Mathys Tell, the Brazilian may lose even more space in the squad. The news of Richarlison's possible departure stirred up both the English and Brazilian press. Sports experts in Brazil highlight the importance of such a return for national football, while in England, many analysts see the deal as a strategic move for Tottenham, which is trying to balance the squad and make room for new names. On social media, Spurs fans are divided. Some lament his early departure, recalling the player's efforts on the pitch. Others are relieved, claiming that the cycle should have already ended in Brazil. Palmeiras fans are excited about the possibility of having a World Cup star in their attack, dreaming of the impact he could have on the championship. If the deal goes through, Tottenham could gain financial breathing space and free up room for more offensive reinforcements. With the arrival of players such as Mohamed Cuttis and Mathys Tell, the club was already showing signs that Richarlison would no longer be a key part of the project. In addition, Brentford's Yoan Wissa remains on the radar, although there have been no concrete talks in recent weeks. The sale of Richarlison could also influence the atmosphere in the dressing room. The Brazilian was seen as a positive leader. Despite his injuries, if confirmed, his departure would leave an emotional void. But it would pave the way for new internal dynamics for Palmeiras. The signing would represent a leap in quality in the fight for the Brasileiro, where the team is in 5th place and looking to regain the lead. The coming weeks should be decisive. Richarlison arrived at Tottenham surrounded by expectations. Signed for £50 million. He came off consistent seasons at Everton and good performances with the Brazilian national team. The idea was that he would become one of the Spurs' attacking references. However, what we saw was a worrying string of injuries, difficulty adapting, and few moments of brilliance. In 2 seasons, he scored only 30 goals in 90 matches, figures below expectations for a striker of this investment. Despite the criticism, Richarlison has always been praised for his commitment and dedication on the pitch. Off the pitch, he was seen as a positive presence in the dressing room. Still, time seems to have run out. Competition in the attacking sector has increased, the coach has changed, and Richie's space has diminished. Palmeiras' interest arises precisely in this scenario of transition, in which his permanence is no longer a priority for the London club. Richarlison's possible departure can be seen as a natural outcome. The player had his chances, but was constantly hampered by physical problems and failed to develop a solid streak with Tottenham. Still, it is undeniable that he gave his all and tried to establish himself. From the club's point of view, releasing the athlete now could open up important avenues for new reinforcements and adjustments to the squad. And from a personal point of view, Richarlison may find a more favorable environment at Palmeiras to rebuild his career. It is a difficult decision, but one that could benefit both parties, provided it is handled well, both in terms of negotiations and replacements within the current Spurs squad. And now it's up to you. Fans, what do you think of Richarlison's possible departure? Do you think it's time to say goodbye? Or do you still believe in a comeback with a Spurs shirt? Leave your opinion here in the comments. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell. There's a lot of hot news coming up and you won't want to miss it. We're in this together because Tottenham never stops.